Where are housing prices in Southern California headed in 2023? Well, rising interest rates, a looming recession, and record inflation have really taken a toll on the housing market. To say the housing market is a source of major uncertainty would be an understatement. It's no secret that there has been a shift in the red-hot sellers market that was happening earlier in 2022. So will we see prices fall off a cliff in 2023? Is the crash of 2008 doomed to repeat itself? Today's video, I'm going to talk about what's really happening in the Southern California housing market, and specifically the predictions for prices in 2023. And at the end, I'm going to share one major stat that will really tell us where things are headed. So definitely stay tuned till the end. But real quick, before we dive in, I want to welcome you to South Bay Living YouTube channel, the go-to real estate channel for everything you need to know about living in the beautiful beach cities in the Los Angeles area. I'm Shira Adatto, your local realtor, and I help you transition from one home to the next seamlessly and for the best price, whether you're buying or selling. So definitely hit that red subscribe button below if you want to stay in the know, and give the video a like if you find this information helpful. Quick reminder, these videos are for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, and you should never consider this as advice to buy a home or not, because that is entirely based on several factors that are highly personal to your unique situation. I'm happy to have that conversation if you are interested. There's a link in the description where you can set up a time to speak with me, or if it's easier, just text me at the number on the screen right here. Okay, so let's take a look at one of the major factors driving the shift that took place in 2022, and that is interest rates. Interest rates recently rose as high as 7%, the highest they've been since 2002, and the biggest 12-month jump since 1981. I think we can safely say interest rates below 3% are a thing of the past. Many of my mortgage lender partners say they don't think they'll ever be back. Now, high mortgage rates have a direct impact on affordability and are the major influence causing the pullback in buyer demand right now. And it's not surprising when your monthly payment increases by hundreds of dollars and you can no longer afford the homes you thought you were previously qualified for, not to mention the media talking about an impending crash. It's no wonder buyers have pushed pause on their search. Because here's what hasn't happened in Southern California. Prices have not decreased enough to offset the increase in interest rates, and consumers are concerned. All this confusion is leading to paralysis in the market. Affordability is the biggest concern for the housing market right now, and that's why theoretically it would make sense that prices will have to come down a bit. But let's examine what the data is telling us and what it really means for housing prices. Now, according to Realtor.com's recent forecast for 2023, they are predicting that rates will stay high through the end of the year, averaging between 7 to 7.5%. In contrast to this, the Mortgage Bankers Association just came out with a statement saying that they are expecting mortgage rates to come down to about 5.5% by the end of 2023 and to as low as 4.5% by the end of 2024. The other thing Realtor.com is predicting is that median home prices will increase in 2023 by around 5.4%. CoreLogic, on the other hand, is forecasting a roughly 4% year-over-year increase on home prices. Now, in contrast to these two forecasts, some of the bigger names in finance like Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs and Wells Fargo have come out and said they believe home prices could fall as much as 7%, depending on which market you're in. This is key because in some markets like Phoenix and Seattle, experts are predicting prices to continue to decrease as long as interest rates stay high. However, in places like Southern California, we're not seeing the same price dips as in other areas. Real estate predictions are highly regional, so be careful listening to the national forecasts. In Southern California, what is predicted is a deceleration in housing price increases, not a decrease as of yet. Deceleration means a slowdown in the pace of increase, not a decrease. Think of it this way. You're driving on the freeway, you're going 65 miles an hour, you press on the brakes and slow down to 50 miles per hour. You've slowed down, but you're still moving forward. The yearly home price increases of 10 to 20% that we've seen have definitely slowed down, and 5% is a more healthy, sustainable number. For historical reference, the average home price increase between 2013 to 2019 was 6.4%. Now in 2021, that number hit 17%, and for 2022, we're expected to close the year at around 10%. This is data from Nationwide, by the way. So I'm curious, what do you think of that 5.4% prediction from Realtor.com? Considering that interest rates are predicted to remain high through 2023, 5.4% seems kind of bullish to me. I think we could see prices soften a little more, but I don't have a crystal ball. And with demand being so high in this area and we don't have a lot of inventory, the median price is for now holding steady. No major price decreases are happening or being forecast. The more bearish analysts say we could see a 7 to 10% decrease, but not the kind of crash we saw in 2008. In the last month, the majority of homes were selling at or around list price, with only around 37% seeing price reductions of list to sale ratio. Homes on average are taking around 23 days to sell. Yes, that's up from like 7 days during the frenzy, but it's still not too bad. As of October 2022, overall home sales in Southern California have decreased by around 40% year over year. That's not the prices, that's the number of homes being sold. However, the key stat in all of this is inventory. One of the driving factors in the crash of 2008 was a massive wave of foreclosures due to faulty lending practices. Mortgage lenders drastically tightened their lending practices after that crash, and now only highly qualified borrowers are approved for mortgages. Also, due to exceedingly high growth over the past few years, most homeowners have plenty of equity in their homes, meaning even if they were to get in trouble with their mortgage, they could list their home for sale and cash out. They would not need to resort to a foreclosure. So right now, demand is still exceeding supply. There's simply not enough homes on the market to meet the demand. Housing starts are down, meaning builders are not building enough new homes. Housing permits are also down. This means we can't expect a new influx of future construction. So in summary, experts are not worried about a big wave of foreclosures coming in 2023, which should prevent any kind of dramatic dips in home prices will likely stay level. If you're thinking of making a move and want to discuss your personal situation, you can always reach out, call, text, or email at the info on the screen below. I have so many people reaching out to me who are thinking of making a move, and I absolutely love it. Even if you're not moving to the LA area, I can actually connect you with a highly skilled, ethical real estate agent who I have personally vetted for you to save you the time and energy. So trust me that a personal recommendation is so preferred over a random Google search.